All right, I think we're live. I will just wait for a couple of people to join before we get started. Hello, Gianna. How's everyone doing? Yeah, we'll just wait a couple of minutes for people to join before we get started. But let me know how you guys are doing today. Let me know what your Saturday plans are. Hi. Let me know what your plans are. Yeah, let's send like avocados and like hearts. I'll send a fire emoji and an avocado. But yeah, let me know what your Saturday plans are. I am going to dinner tonight with some friends at a restaurant I've never been to before. It's in my neighborhood, so we'll see. It's good. But yeah, if you're joining me today, thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday to be here with me. I really appreciate it. But I'll do a little introduction before we get into what we're going to be talking about today. So my name is Megan, and I live in LA. I currently am a stylist. I've been working in the fashion industry for like 3 years now, maybe over 3 years. I started as a buyer. I was doing buying for like 2 years, and then this year is when I moved into styling, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing on these lives with Verishop. They're all going to be like fashion focused, and I'll be like putting some styling stuff into that, which you will see today. And yeah, and I also went to FITM, so that's the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, if you're unaware. So I know a lot about the fashion industry. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any like styling questions, let me know. I'll be happy to talk about that with you. You can message me separately. You can comment below. So yeah. But yeah, so we can just start getting into it. So basically what we're going to be talking about today is 3 different sustainable brands. And I'll be showing you like products from each brand, 1 product for each brand. I'll be first talking about giving you some backstory for each brand and telling you their sustainable practices, because I think that's really important to know before you buy sustainably. So I will be telling you a little bit about the brands, and then I will be telling you about the product individually, showing you how it looks, giving you more information about the product, and then showing you some styling, how I would style it. I got the clothes behind me. And you will see when I'm talking about each product, the product will like pop up on your screen, like kind of in this area. So you'll see it there. And then everything else that I'm like styling with it, I have on the side of your screen, like somewhere down here, there'll be like a little 4-box thing under the like emoticon label. There will be a little thing with 4 boxes. If you click on that, I made a collection which has all the items that I'm going to be talking about today, as well as similar things to the things that I'm pairing it with. All the things that I'm pairing it with are things that I thrifted. So just showing you similar things in case you want like a similar outfit to how I'm going to be styling it. So yeah, that's where you can find that. And everything that, sustainable queen, thank you. Yeah, so everything is going to be right here, and you will see when it pops up, there will be the discounted price on it, because if you buy any of the things that I'm talking about, you will get 15% off if you buy during the live and up to 30 minutes after. So that's really cool. And Verishop is also running a promotion right now. So let me tell you a little bit about that. So they are having 25% off fashion and 15% off beauty. That's running right now. It ends on Wednesday, the 23rd. And you have to spend a minimum of $100. Exclusions apply, all of those things. So if you want that, use code BIRTHDAY at checkout. And what's really cool is that if you buy any of the things that I'm going to be talking about, you'll get the 15%. And if you use code BIRTHDAY, you will get the extra 25% off. Since this is fashion and not beauty, you will get the extra 25% off on top of the 15. So those are huge savings, huge sales. So you should really take advantage of that, because I don't know if these products would ever be discounted at that much again. So you should take advantage of it while you can. So we can kind of start getting into it. But first, I just wanted to share some information about the brands, because if you want to shop sustainably and you want to be sustainable, I think it's really important that you do some research beforehand, because being sustainable is really popular right now. A lot of big brands are claiming to be sustainable, like fast fashion brands are claiming to be sustainable, when at the end of the day, they're still fast fashion, and that's totally fine. Like, I still shop fast fashion. Sometimes I will go to an Urban or a Brandy Melville. So I'm not trying to make anybody like feel bad for shopping fast fashion, but yeah, I think if you like have that as a goal that you want to shop sustainably, it's just important to like do some research on the brands to make sure that they are actually sustainable, instead of just making these claims because it's popular right now. So I will be giving you information before we get into each item, just so that you're aware about more of the company practices for each of these brands. So before we get started, I have my little sheet with me that has all the information about each brand, so I don't leave some things out. But I wanted to start with this statistic, just so that we can like have it in the back of our minds as we go through the rest of the video, and just carry it with us in our lives when we're shopping. 92 million tons of clothes are dumped in landfills around the world each year. On average, people keep fast fashion apparel pieces for only 35 days before tossing them. So that's crazy. 35 days is nothing. So let's just think about that. The fashion industry is like one of the most polluting industries in the world, but we all love fashion. So it's hard because we want to buy, but then we feel guilty about it. But there are ways that we can try to do it in a more sustainable way. So with that being said, we can get into the first brand, and it will be the skirt that I'm talking about right now. So let me put that up on your guys' screen. Let me know if you guys can see that. So it's the skirt that I'm wearing right now. It is from Laud the Label. So let me tell you a little bit about this brand. So Laud the Label empowers women around the world to find financial freedom through safe and meaningful employment at living wages. So that's amazing. They support women. I support women. I'm a woman, so I'm already on board with this brand. And all of this information that I'm going to be talking about for each brand is available on their website. So it's super easy information to find. And if I switch back and forth from saying they and we, it's because it says we on here, but then I'm trying to talk about them, but just so it's not confusing. They support women artisans in 5 countries: Guatemala, Honduras, Haiti, India, and Peru. Today, 85% of the world's garment workers are women, yet they are drastically underpaid, overworked, and trapped in a cycle of poverty. Women comprise more than 3/4 of our workforce, and when women are empowered to earn an income, they reinvest 90% of that income back into health, education, food, children, and their communities, compared to the only 30% from their male counterparts. So let's just pause and think about that. Women are amazing. They care about other things, and men, they don't really care. So again, supporting women. And again, it said that 85% of the workforce in the fashion industry, in terms of like the actual creating of the garments, is all women. So yeah, it's really important that we support them. Their artisans are paid fair trade wages, which is 2 to 3 times more than the minimum wage. So that's amazing. And that's another reason why sustainable fashion is more expensive than fast fashion. And people like complain about that, which I understand, because it's hard to constantly like buy expensive things. But that's the whole point of it, is that you invest in a piece that you're going to have for a long time. Whereas fast fashion, it's based on trends, and the trend is going to fade away, and then you're going to get rid of whatever you bought. So that's the whole goal. of sustainability and sustainable fashion is that you invest in things that you're going to keep for a long time. And that's why, and we're also paying more because they're paying their workers more. So yeah, a little bit about that. So much of the fashion industry employs grueling 15 to 16-hour workdays, but at Laud the Label, their artisans only work 6 to 8 hours a day. And the people that live in remote rural areas get to work from home, which I've never heard of with any other company. So that's awesome. Their manufacturing process is free of toxic chemicals and dyes. They never use synthetic fibers, which are made from plastic and never biodegrade. So they will just exist forever in landfills, which is why it's so polluting. Nearly all of their products are made with upcycled or organic materials such as cotton and linen. And all of our paper collection and in-store packaging is created using upcycled materials. So that's awesome. Hi, Emma. Thank you for joining. Lastly, this year they're introducing a new carbon offset program that carefully analyzes their remaining carbon emissions and plants trees to responsibly offset them. So that's awesome. So I will show you the product now. Again, it's the skirt that I'm wearing. So let me just stand up and move my chair out of the way. Move my little tie out of the way. So it is this maxi tiered skirt. Hopefully you guys can see the whole thing. It's really cute, really flattering. I'm 5'2", by the way, and it hits like right kind of like this much above the ground. So if you're taller than me, it'll be a little bit shorter than this. It'll still be a maxi on you. And it has this elastic in the back, which is perfect because it'll give some extra room. I'm a 24 waist, and this is an extra small, and it actually fits, which I'm really happy about because I feel like most things that are a 24 are usually bigger or smaller. So this is actually perfect for me. So really happy about that. And I'll show you the print on it. It's like these little flowers. It's really, really cute. And the fabric is so nice. Like you can tell when something is made well and made with good fabric. It's really thick fabric. And I hate, like that's one of my number one things that I hate when I shop fast fashion is I can immediately like feel it on like that it's cheap. Oh, hi, Anissa. Thank you for coming. I'm talking about this skirt right now from Laud the Label. And yeah, so it's really, really cute. I think I read the fabric contents, just so you guys know. And it's also lined, as you can see, which is great. Look at the little fabric content. So it's 94% cotton and 6% flax. And it says it's ethically made in India. So that's awesome. And yeah, you can just feel that it feels like really high quality and really good. And it has this tie, and the tie connects on the sides like this. And you can tie it in the front like I did. You can tie it to the side. You can tie it in the back, which I actually think it would be cute in the back because if you want to hide that like elastic in the back, you can just tie it back here. Let's see if I can tie this behind my back. But I actually think it might be cute in the back. Like it reminds me of like Cinderella or something. And I also already have this tie going on at the front. So it might be too much with two ties. That's cute. I mean, it's a bad tie because I'm tying it myself behind my back, but I kind of like that. It was like too much in the front. But yeah, so that's this skirt. And I'll tell you a little bit how I styled it. So this skirt I feel like is very much like cottagecore, like running through the prairie. So I kind of just went with that vibe. So I went with my like little peasant top, which I just got at a random boutique, but I put one, if you just joined, the little icon on the side, which way? This is like the opposite way to me. Okay, it's this side. There's like a little icon like right around here with the 4 boxes. I made a collection. And for everything that I'm pairing these things with, I had put like similar things in case you wanted this kind of vibe. I put similar things to everything that I'm pairing it with down there. So there's a similar top to this down there. You can check it out. And then of course I had to pair it with my cowboy boots because cowboy boots are the only thing I wear. I pair them with everything that I wear. It's a little out of hand, but Yeah, so paired it with my cowboy boots. I also listed a similar pair of cowboy boots in that little collections area if you want to check it out. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this skirt. If not, I will go ahead and move on to the next brand. Thank you. It's cute. It is a cute skirt. Thank you, Gianna. Okay, I will just move on to the next product. Let me put it on your guys' screen. Okay, we are going to be talking about this swimsuit from Vitamin A. You can already tell from the picture that it's so freaking cute. But I will tell you first a little bit about the brand. So Vitamin A, they use Ecolux, which is the first premium swim fabric made from recycled nylon fibers. So that's awesome. And they also use other sustainable high-performance fabrics like organic cotton, linen, recycled cotton, and tencel. And all of their materials are certified to meet the global OEKO-TEX standard for safe textiles. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's OEKO, OEKO-TEX. And the next brand I'm going to be talking about also uses those certified dyes, so that's cool. They use a vertically integrated facility where everything from dyeing to knitting is done in one place, so it reduces their carbon footprint. So basically that just means that instead of having the knitting done at one facility and the dyeing done at one facility, and then after the knitting they have to put it all in a truck and go to the next one, it's like a lot of carbon emissions getting from the truck. So just having it done in one place is just a lot better. So that's what they do. And then they also do a lot of tiny things, which I thought was really cool. This is all listed on their website that they just do like at their facilities. Like every light bulb has been replaced with LEDs, which has reduced their electricity demand by as much as 90%. All of their paper products are made of 100% recycled post-consumer waste. They provide no disposable eating products for their on-site lunches. They only use reusable glass, flatware, and dishes. And the list just keeps going on, but I only included a couple of things, so you get the idea. In terms of their packaging, their mailers are 100% recycled, recyclable, and biodegradable. They're made in the U.S., and each of their garments comes in a flap and seal bag that's 100% biodegradable, recyclable, and backyard compostable. So that's really cool. And lastly, they proudly donate a portion of their sales to environmental organizations working to protect our oceans, which is very fitting because they sell swimwear. And we have to protect these oceans. So I support that 100%. But I will get into actually showing you the swimsuit. So here it is. This is what it looks like. And you can just tell, even just like me having it on the hanger, that it's really flattering. Like you can just see like it comes up high on the hips. Let me get in the frame. I'll move the chair. It comes up like high on the hips, which is really flattering, as you can see. And then it has like the low scoop. But the best part is this exposed back. Anything with an exposed back or like something going on in the back, sign me up. Like I need it. So I instantly like loved this little back detail. And then it also has that like lining on the bra area, which is really nice. Keeps you all handled in there. And it has, I'm trying to show you guys, let me know if you can see the texture on it. It has kind of, it looks like smocking, but it's not. A lot of sustainable swimmer brands are kind of like having that texture on the swimsuits, which is really cute. And I've been wanting one for a long time, so now I have one. So that's really cool. And yeah, and it's just kind of like this tie-dye print. It's like a weird tie-dye. It's kind of like an acid tie-dye. But I left the tag on. This was an extra small, by the way. And if you missed it, I'm 5'2", and I have a 24-inch waist. So got an extra small. So now I will show you how I would style this. And I'm thinking like if I was like in Palm Springs or vacation somewhere and we were hanging out at the pool all day, but then we were like, let's go get lunch, and we needed to like go out. This is kind of like how I would style an outfit. So I would pair it with some just my classic like denim shorts. These are just like Levi's that were cut, which I put in the little box area. Oh, hi, Sophia. In a little box area on this side for boxes, I put like a similar looking pair of shorts in there for you. So I would just kind of like wear this as the shirt, put some denim jeans on top of it, and then I would do kind of like a Chessie from the Parent Trap moment. And I would put this like, oh, thank you, Erin. I would put like this, yeah, Chessie. Yeah, I thought it was Jessie for so long, and then like this past year, I thought it was we had the movie on the subtitles, and I was like, wait, Chessie? I thought it was Jessie this whole time. It's Chessie. Yeah, it is such a weird name. I was like, who came up? What is happening? Anyways, yeah, ruching. It does look like ruching on the bathing suit. That's what I was kind of talking about. But on the bathing suit, it looks like a kind of like a ruching or a smocking, but it's not. Let me try to get the fabric closer up for you. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very similar. So it's like if you like that, that's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, there is a texture on that. But yeah, I would put like this over it and kind of have like a Chessie moment with an open shirt. Anytime I wear like a shirt like this with like jeans, I'm like, I'm Chessie. So I would wear it with that. And then I would pair it again with the cowboy boots, which are also, there's a similar shirt. There's everything that's a part of these outfits. I put similar things this side. It's mirrored, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, pair it with the cowboy boots. And then to top it off, add the cowboy hat because it's getting more Chessie. This is just a Chessie inspired outfit. So, oh God, is it gonna stay? Okay, we're just gonna put the hat down. But yeah, so that's how I would style that outfit. Have a little Chessie moment. And yeah, the bathing suit is just super cute. Again, it has that back moment, which I love. So let me try to center myself. Okay. So we can move on to the last product. But yeah, if you're just now tuning in, first I talked about this skirt. Just covered the bathing suit. We're going to get into our last product now. So let me put it up on your guys' screen. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining. I was just saying that I was just talking about this skirt. Just covered the bathing suit, and I styled it with like kind of like Chessie from the Parent Trap. Really cute. Cowboy hat, cowboy boot, because that's my vibe. But yeah, now we're going to be moving on to the last dress. This is from a company called Volani, I think is how you pronounce it. So let me just tell you a little bit about them and their sustainable practices. So their packaging, they use organic cotton labels, straw paper hang tags, recycled boxes and cards, hemp and jute twine, and recycled tissue paper. Their tailors are paid hourly wages instead of by piece, so quality and safety are never compromised for speed, which is awesome. They don't use toxic chemicals. They are low waste, so they repurpose and recycle the scraps. So everything that was used to cut that dress, all the scraps, they either use it to stuff teddy bears or pillows, or they just recycle them. Or they also make scrunchies that they sell out of the fabric. I was just going to ask about that dress. Yes. So I will get into that. It's on this side. I keep getting just like messed up with the mirroring, but yes, getting into that dress. And they donate 10% of their profits to organizations that fund women's empowerment programs, animal charities, and environmental initiatives. So that's awesome. I support all of those things. And lastly, a tree is planted with every Volani garment purchased, partnering with One Tree Planted, which is awesome because now that I have this dress, I know that a tree was planted. So that makes me feel good. So I will show you the product now. Move my chair again. So this is the dress right here. It's like perfect for any bride-related event. I'm trying to think of bride-related events. I'm not a bride. I've never been one, but maybe the bridal shower or the engagement party or something. Like this is just a really pretty dress. It's also kind of like the cottagecore running through a prairie like this first one was. But yeah, it's one shoulder, which I love. It's such a pretty neckline. And it also has that like flounce, double layered flounce detail. And then it has this tie, but you can take it off, and it doesn't, if you take it off, like I'll take it off right now, it comes off that easy. It's not through any belt loops. So you know how like when some things are belted and you take out the belt, the actual belt, there'll still be like the little like loops there. Like there's no loops on this at all. You can wear it with or without, which I really like. And let me show you the fabric. You can kind of see that it has that kind of like striped print in the fabric. And of course it's lined. A white dress has to always be lined, as you can see. Let me try to get that out. So it's lined. And what size was this? This was a 0. So yeah, if you missed it, I'm 5'2". I'm usually an extra small. I have like a 24 waist, so I got the 0 in this. It fits perfectly. It has a zipper going down the sides, so that's how you get in, and then it has like the extra clasp at the top, which is really nice. You can just see, even just like from the label and feeling the label and feeling the actual fabric on the dress, that it's quality. Like all of these things are gonna feel really good in your hands because they're not fast fashion, they're not like super cheap. So yeah, everything feels really good. And I will show you how I styled this. So for this first one, I went with like prairie, but I felt like when I added like the cowboy boots, it wasn't like super girly, like I don't know. But I feel like this one, since it is very girly dress, I usually when I have a piece that's very, very girly, I'll try to like add something to it so that it's not super girly, but it has a little bit of edge to it. So I kind of went that way with this. So I paired it with this leather blazer that I just got from Goodwill. I put a similar one in the little collection, but I would probably just put this over it. And I have a whole vision. Like, do you guys ever have like visions in your mind when I'm like putting an outfit together? I'm like, I can see it and I put a whole like background to it. Like there's a whole scene in my head. So I felt like with this one, an oversized leather blazer, just putting it over and then having like strappy little kitten heel sandals. So I have these ones that I got at Goodwill. They're like just banana, like old Banana Republic ones that are like strappy, they lace up. Putting these with this outfit and then maybe like having like some sunglasses or something, and I just picture myself like standing at like a street corner in New York, like on my phone with like my huge oversized jacket, like my little white dress with my little strappy heels. Like that's like the vibe that I went for with this. So yeah, that's kind of how I would style that. I always feel like I have to like add a little bit of an edge to something girly, like wear like chunky Doc Martens or something to anything, because that's just me. But you know, sometimes I go for a cowboy boot as well. I would pair cowboy boots with all 3 of the outfits that I did today because they just go with everything. But yeah, I mean, we have 2 minutes left. Let me know if you have any questions. That actually went by kind of fast. I was nervous that I wouldn't be able to talk for 30 minutes. Oh, I forgot the bag. I would pair this bag with the last outfit too. A little shoulder bag. And then the outfit's complete. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. That's kind of been the show. Again, everything, if you liked any of the things that I talked about, you still have 30 minutes and the extra 2 minutes that we have from the live to purchase any of it if you want that 15% off. And again, if you want the extra 25% off, since this is all fashion items, you can get that if you use code birthday at checkout. So huge savings. And what else? Next week. Oh, I'm here every Saturday at 12 p.m. So if you want to come back and see me, this is where I'll be. And next week, I'm going to be talking about some denim pieces and then showing you how I style those denim pieces with my own vintage pieces from my closet. So that'll be really exciting. You might see some similar styles to what I had today because everything that I paired it with, I thrifted, it's vintage, whatever. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that. If that sounds interesting to you, come back next week. If you have any questions or just want to talk, let me know. You can message me. I go by Girlplanties on all socials. That's my name on here. That's my name on Instagram. So follow me. I'll follow you back, like whatever. We can be friends. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be talking about next week. And if you liked anything else that I talked about that wasn't the 3 core items, it's going to be in the little collections area on this side of the screen. And yeah, okay, it's 12:30. That's the show. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great Saturday. And thank you again for taking your time out of your Saturday to join me. I will see you guys next week. Bye. All right, now let's figure out how to turn off the live.